Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out the Film Geek. And today I am kicking off the first annual 12 Days of Christmas. Now, I'll get to that in just a second. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of 12 Days of Christmas, and that is Not Your Basic Creations, Charming Amy's Etsy page. The t-shirt and hat that I'm wearing right now are all part of Charming Amy's Etsy shop, Not Your Basic Creation. And she's helped give me some holiday flair this year by providing some t-shirts and a much needed hat. So if you're looking for some really amazingly warm, well-made hats, check out Not Your Basic Creations on Etsy. I'm going to have a link for it in the below. Okay guys, as I said, I'm kicking off 12 Days of Christmas. I'm going to be posting 12 different movie spotlights of 12 different Christmas movies. Some of these may be well known, some of them might be timeless classics, and some may be films that you have never heard of before, but they all have one thing in common. They all have to do with Christmas. Alright, let's get this started off with the 1980s slasher film, Christmas Evil, or You Better Watch Out. Written and directed by Lewis Jackson, starring Brandon Maggart and Jeffrey D. Munn. Christmas Evil is the story of a toy maker who's mentally scarred when he sees Mommy doing a bit more than kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe one night. Howard suffers a nervous breakdown later in life after being belittled and bullied at his job. Christmas Evil is the brainchild of Lewis Jackson. He says he came up with the idea one night when he was high on marijuana and had a vision of Santa Claus holding a knife. I mean, that really pretty much sums up everything you need to know about this movie. He had a vision while high. One more thing too is that this is known as John Waters' favorite Christmas movie. So that also tells you a lot about this movie. So what do I like about this movie? Well, first off, the acting really isn't bad. For a movie of this type, the acting is pretty solid. In fact, if it's one thing this movie suffers from, is terrible editing. The story of the movie is actually pretty good too. I mean, the whole idea, the struggle of this man's PTSD and how he was bullied on the job, belittled, fired. I mean, he just goes through all this horrible stuff and snaps. He goes into this complete psychological breakdown. And this is what saves the movie from being so bad it's good. First off, the acting is solid, the story is great. So what is weird about this movie? It's the editing. Okay, let me tell you, when you watch this movie, you'll understand what I mean. It is slow, yes, but it's a really good movie. I promise you. Just get through it a little bit, and you're gonna enjoy yourself. One last thing I want to say about this movie, and it's not necessarily a dislike, but it does throw it into the so bad it's good kind of category, and that is the ending is very weird. I mean that. It's very strange. The movie has a very certain tone, and once you watch it, you'll understand what I mean. And then all of a sudden, it does a massive shift right at the ending. It's crazy. It's very weird. It's like they got to this point when they were filming and they were like, I don't know, man. Let's just do this. Okay, guys, so there you go. There's my first day of 12 Days of Christmas, Christmas Evil, 1980. It's a solid slasher film, if not a bit slow. Could have had a little bit cut out of it. But I'm telling you guys, you're going to enjoy this movie. There's going to be some laugh out loud moments, and then there's also some, some legitimate scares and some big surprises that actually are in this movie. So definitely check this one out, make it on your list of your holiday movies this year. So thanks again for checking out the Film Geek, guys. We're just 9 subscriptions away from my goal of 100 by the end of the year. So if you want to subscribe, please do so right now. If you liked what you saw here, if you liked the video, please hit a like. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. And as I always like to say, folks, keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.